Hello everyone, I'm Paul with many voices and welcome back to more Prison Architect, my Swansong Slammer, the final playthrough of Prison Architect that I will ever do for myself and on this channel. Last time I laid in the foundations of everything that requires to be. I already messed around with the deployment. This just needs to be staff only. And the rest is... Oh, wait, I see two more. 1 and 2 and... For now, that. And for now, the rest is perfectly fine as is. So, we're still waiting on emergency protocols. One more calamity to finish it off. And there are a bunch of rooms that require certain objects. So, before I get started with that, there, we're gonna do it like this. There's still a few more grants that I can do. And this. Okay. So, Advanced Protection successfully trained 20 guards in disarming certification. But I only have 10. Is that a problem? Not so much. But it makes me glad that I already have a classroom. So, in staff programs, I am going to start disarming certification. Sadly, despite the fact that I have 20 seats, only 4 at a time can take this. And I think that's a little bit bullshit. And the rest of the staff programs are still going. They're not done yet, so we sadly cannot do anything with that. I see a little blinking water thing down here because a pipe hasn't been installed yet. And I think it's time to, well, set this as an empty room. Set this as the workshop. And watch what's gonna happen with all the logs that I already have. The workshop isn't a proper functioning workshop just yet, because it misses a workshop saw, a press, and a table, or a small table, or an oak table, or a bamboo table. But the moment that my workmen are available, they're gonna be starting to move over all of the logs from here into here. So I say, let's go have a look at what I need for the governmental security ratings. Assign 2 dog handlers on dog patrols and assign 2 armed guards to patrol. So I'm gonna need armed guards and dog handlers, which require my chief of security to start that, and I am gonna do that as well. Next up, well, I already have those rooms, but I don't have doors. Oh, I don't have doors. Okay. So, let's see. You, and you. Those are doors. Perfecto. Perfecto. And I'd say, let's go have a look at what the rooms require. Workshop requires a workshop saw. Actually, I'll place it here. A workshop press and a table or small table. I'll say a regular table right here. That is going to be enough for a workshop. Now I'm gonna have a decently small workshop in terms of how many people can work at the same time. It's only 4 people working on the saws and presses in total. No, 4 people on saws, 4 people on presses, and 4 people on carpentry. But I honestly don't have any more room other than that. So, Logistics 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna start as much as I can, including here. It is staff only, I know. I'm gonna do 6 on 6, which is fine. Now this room is a yard, but it's not supposed to be a yard. As a matter of fact, it is supposed to be a security room. And it's not supposed to have fences as the frontal walls, but those walls. Let's look at the cinema. Cinema requires benches or small benches or bamboo benches or oak benches or chairs or yellow chairs or white sofas or leather chairs or leather sofas or deck chairs or bleach chairs or white sofas, brown or sofas, brown. A projector screen and a projector. Well, the projector is going to go right in the back here, and if I'm not mistaken, it is now facing up. I am actually gonna do bleachers here and bamboo benches there. And there? No. Yes, I already paid for them, so I'm gonna do that. And then I need a projector screen. Right there. That's gonna be my working cinema. Okay. Now, of course, I could add other stuff in here as well, but I don't want to. A shop. Now, it requires a shop front, a shop shelf, and tables. Now, the shop front and the shop counter are two different things. You need the shop front. And it needs to be adjacent to the shop room, meaning it needs to be inside of a wall. Hence why I have the two corners over there, so that this is where the prisoners will shop. Then shop shelves 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then tables. Actually, shall I do bamboo tables? Yeah, for shits and giggles, let's just use bamboo tables. Right, chapel. Requires an altar, pews, and prayer mats. And it needs to be at least 6 by 6. So we'll have an altar, which I have planned, facing that way through here. We'll have pews, which is the reason why I went with this design in the first place. Now I think that the pews are... No, they are facing that way correctly. I hope. And the prayer mats will be here, there, there, and there. Now this is going to be the mailroom, which require. This is why I didn't know it for sure, because of that sorting desk. And then I was gonna have 1, 2, 3, and 4 small tables. The meeting room just requires chairs or swivel chairs. Now I'm gonna use the regular chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. However, I like to be nice to my prisoners, so I'll give them 2 oval tables and a nice plant in the middle. Aren't I nice? So that concludes basically the entire bottom row, except of course for once I start moving that out of the way. Now, let's finish the canteen with toilets. Yes, I'm throwing toilets in the canteen. There was a time when I would even throw toilets and showers, I kid you not, in the yard. But I'm not doing that anymore. So, the canteen is another room that requires or has the ability to be graded. Sorry. It needs a fan, a drinks machine, a snack machine, a water cooler, 4 plants. The meal quantity and variety also influence the grading. It needs to have a window at least, and you're not allowed to throw in a CCTV camera in there. Now, if it also was surrounded by glass walls, it would get another point, but it doesn't need it. So, let's see. Canteen. Let's first finish it off with the tables and the chairs. The benches, I mean. It wants a fan, which I'll place right next to the radiator. It needs a snack machine, which I'll throw in here. It requires a water cooler, which I'll throw in here. And even though it doesn't say it, windows. You'll be getting a wooden window. Wooden window. One right here, one right here, and right there. Now let's see, what else would I be missing? I am throwing, the plants. And the drinks machine, okay. The drinks machine is mandatory, so I think that I wanted to have the snacks machine yonder and the drinks machine yonder. Then another small serving table yonder. And then the plants 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the tray here because I can. And I believe with that, the canteen will be as highly graded as possible. So let's set up the bin. Let's set up the rest of the kitchen. With the cookers, the fridges, and we have another calamity completing that grant as well. And of course I cannot forget the sinks. 1 unit of sink right there. That completes that common room. Let's see what it requires. It's 4 out of 10 right away. Again, surrounded by glass walls, we're not doing that. It needs a video call booth, snack machine, no CCTV, an arcade cabinet, a boombox, a radio, a chess table, a pool table, table football or table tennis, and 4 computer stations. Now I'm going to give them all 3 pool table, table football and table tennis because I'm such an awesome guy. So, common room. You have your TV already, which requires 3 leather chairs. You're gonna have regular chairs right here. This will become apparent later. Foosball. right here. Table tennis right there. And pool right here. We have the computer stations. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's specifically set for a radio, a boombox, and an arcade cabinet, and a chess table with yeah, sure, we'll throw in leather stools. And didn't I throw in a thing there? So as you can see, you can add gym mats, dumbbell racks, punch bags, plants. I guess I can throw plants in here. Paintings, tables, etc, etc. You can add quite a lot, but it really doesn't matter. With this, the canteen should already be a 10 out of 10. No, because I'm missing. Actually, it should be, but I'm missing this. And I did specifically plan for that to be a part of it. Right. Now let's take a look at the offices. Because I said that the offices weren't done just yet. I want a moose head, a coffee table, this, and this painting for you, this painting for you, for you, and on the outside for you and you. Moose heads. Moose head in here. And you're the only one getting that painting. Warden, because of course you're special. Moose head in the staff room, of course. Right there. And a nice painting right there. Now the moose head is symbolic for that which we worship. So the chapel is getting a moose head as well. And just to make the people understand that the moose head is what we worship here, the reception and visitor reception will get them as well. However, since we are looking at reception and visitor reception, let's throw in the rest of the objects for that as well. Oh wait, I forgot the cabinet of drawers and the coffee machines. There and coffee machine. Coffee machine. Why coffee machines? Because I say so. You can choose not to, but then you're not my friend. There and in here and coffee machine. Now for the final item, a wooden stool, a wooden stool, a wooden stool, a wooden stool, and a metal stool in here. Now my office is complete. You're not getting a stool because you have the sofa. Now what I can do is finally remove the planning here and remove all the planning through here and all of this planning too. And as you can see, most of the logs have already been moved out. So let's continue. Reception. We have the swivel chairs and that already. Oh, lightning strike. That means that somebody was hit. Oh dear. You come over. Oh, actually, you're already getting escorted. Right. So, 2 tables. I will have the smaller versions instead. And we will have metal detectors over here. And I was gonna have benches. 1, 2. Smaller benches. There. And you required just 2 regular large tables. There and there. That's all to do it for that. Of course, I'm going to finish the walls here and also toilets. 2, 3, and 4 with bathroom sink. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hand dryers. 1, 2, and 3 with the walls. Grant them a little privacy. Doors, lastly. And drinking fountain. Which I can only do once the wall is in place. Okay, that is quite a lot of objects being placed in. And as you can see, that's not even half of the prison done. Because we still have to do all of the farming stuff. I still have to do the... I can start the disarming certification already. I'm actually already doing that. But it's a 3-session thing. You know what? If I'm gonna do multiple of them, 3. I'll do only 2 of them at the same time. That way it gets done a little faster. Let's see. Anything else done already? No, because staff are idiots. Ah yes, security. Lights, obviously. Gonna throw a single lights in there. Excuse me. And there. Throw a light in here, throw a light in there. That should be enough for it. That's a light in here, and yes. Now security. Security is basically just a regular office. So we'll throw a office desk, a swivel chair, and a couple of wooden stools. And then the filing cabinet will go here. And that's pretty much all. Except, of course, for Lord Moosehead. Yes, Lord Moosehead. I'm making it the religious symbol of the prison. Now, I could continue filling this in. It's gonna be expensive, and it doesn't really make much sense. Because my workmen all are like working their asses off. They have a lot of stuff to do. We still haven't built this. That is in, that is in. Meaning I can get rid of the planning here. I can get rid of all of this planning. All of that planning is gone already. This planning can go. I didn't throw in tables here. Oh, let's do that really quick. Table, we'll do table and table. Oh, because the table here isn't installed yet. Okay, that makes sense. So all of that, I'm guessing that you're done. No, you're still not done with that. Okay. So we have 2 grants active at this very moment. And I believe I should leave it at that. Now I could and probably should choose cell block B, because in this prison we're not going above 64 capacity, and I know for a fact that cell block E is 100 capacity, so we're definitely not doing that. Now I could still do basic farming. I could start working on green energy. I kind of just want to get prisoners in and start seeing everything in action, basically. So that is still not in. The chapel is sorted. That is getting the sorting desks in. I know that I gave my staff quite a lot to do all at once. But I'm adding in 3 little details as final thing here. Yes, this is getting a toilet, a sink, and a hand dryer as well. And I will always do that, because to me it just makes sense. So let us sort that out with a little water over there. And I do believe that other for the cells and the farming stuff, everything has water. Everything that needs water has water, and also warm water. Well, except you, which is kind of annoying, but I can throw you in here with this going then. Actually, like so. So you know what? I'm gonna throw in the warm water pipes in here already. Ah, that is what I was talking about earlier. So you see this little icon here. This box got dropped off a truck, and we're keeping it. But are we keeping it? Because we don't know what it is. So once you click on it, once it's in your deliveries or storage, hit search. And then we see it is a drinks machine. Well, a drinks machine is useful, so we'll keep that. We will definitely keep that. And despite the fact that none of the floors are in just yet, I am severely enjoying how this all looks. And even though these are concrete tiles and not concrete flooring, I'm gonna leave them as is, because eventually I'll be throwing in the custom floorings the way that I want them to be. But for now, what to do? Well, that is still not in. Why is that still not in? That is supposed to be that. let's have a look see at the staff needs. Program. Oh no, needs. Staff needs. Food warmth a little bit, but honestly, it's nice and toasty everywhere where people go. So I guess what I can do to finish off today's episode, now that I know that the kennel and armory are done, say this is the kennel, this is an armory, that still requires a door, which is gonna have, no, it has a door, it just hasn't been installed yet. Let's look at what the armory needs. Arm. It needs a weapons rack, a guard locker, and a table or a small table. So I'm gonna throw in a small table and a weapons rack, and then 2. I'm gonna start out with just this, because in staff, armed guards. Note, each armed guard requires his own locker in the armory. So, once those 2 are installed, I can hire 2 armed guards, which I need for the armed guard patrol. Now let's take a look at the kennel. Requires dog crates. Now by default, they will point down, they will point as if they were supposed to be over here. They will point up and they will point there. I'm gonna install 3 of them and 3 of these. And that's it. While I could hire the dog handlers right now, I cannot hire the armed guards just yet. So I'm not going to. I am liking how this looks though. I mean, it's day 17, we still haven't had a single prisoner in. But it just looks fine, you know? Okay, so as you see, it requires the visitor reception requires metal detectors. And while I do have metal detectors, I believe, part of the room, I do not. No, I do. And now I'm also gonna have some doormats right there. And here. And there. And there. And there. And there. And there. There. And I still haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna make this the entrance or the exit. I think I'm gonna make that the entrance though. There. So I'll just toss in some doormats in the hopes that they will help alleviate some dirt. And there. For now, this ought to be enough. This place doesn't have heating. This place doesn't have heating. How warm is this place? Warm enough. It doesn't require heating. This does though. Water. Hot water. It's still not put in. Okay. Well, I guess that I am just going to have to leave it over here. By the time that that I will come back, all of those hot water pipes will be put in. And we're going to be starting with the first proper cell block. Probably even 2. Though, at first, I'm going to make them dormitories to house 32 people. So that I can do at least 3 more grants. Because for 2 grants, I'm gonna need specifically 30 people. And for 1 grant, I'm gonna specifically require 20 people. So that's going to be in the next recording session for me, which will be tomorrow. For you, it'll be in the next video. So with that, I'm going to be ending off here today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. It helps out a great deal. I am Paul with many voices. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.